Hey guys, SmartNinja000 here. Today's just going to be a very basic fill tutorial. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be fortifying this very nice village. Now the first step we're going to want to do is press F3 and H to show tooltips. Now you can toggle it on and off, but that just is very nice because we can actually see what we're doing. Now this is a very basic tutorial, so don't expect a lot of very complicated command block stuff. But why don't we get into it? And the first thing we're going to want to do is build our own house. So to build our own house, we want to make our house very nice, but we also want to use the new commands /fill. It's not new, but it's new to anyone watching. So I think this is a nice spot to put our house. You might want to open up your own Superfly world and find a nice spot. There's a creeper over there. So we're going to build our house out of, what's a nice block? Concrete. We'll build out of blue concrete. Now the reason I chose blue concrete is very simple. It's because it has a damage value. So we're going to go over to the first corner, and if you're wondering how I got the coordinates so fast, if you press tab, it auto-completes. So we're going to go over to the first corner. We're going to come over to the second corner. We're going to go up here, tildes, show your current location, and we're going to do concrete. And you'll notice it's white. We don't want white. We want blue. There's no such thing as blue. So you might be really confused already. Like, wow, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. You can see there's something, if we hover over this, first off you can see it's concrete, so blue concrete isn't the thing. You can see we have a hashtag 0251, which is just a bunch of random numbers. That's not important. /11, not important, and blue concrete. So you're probably wondering, what do I do? It's actually the /11. The /11, the slash does not mean divided by 11. No, it does not. It means that's the damage value of 11. Damage values just allow you to add variety and stuff. So it's not blue concrete, it's concrete 11. Of course I just moved, so now we have this extra little bit. I think that looks pretty nice. So we can have two little sections in our house. So now we have this, we got sort of a nice little pillar up thing going, like a factory. Now, basically every item has a damage value. There are some few exceptions to this stuff, like, I don't know. I think I know what one is. Sponge is one. Darn it! Clay. Clay doesn't have a damage value. So our blue house looks very nice, but I think we're going to want to do a little bit more with it. First off, it's solid blue, so we can't put our furniture in there. So we're going to want to fill this and make it hollow. So we're going to do that. We're going to fill here to here. We're going to come down here, and we're going to make it. Maybe we can change the color, you know. So we're going to make it green because that's a very nice color. So we're going to do concrete, and I believe it is 12. That's brown. 11. 13. Yay! First try. Now you'd still hollow. So now we're going to do hollow. And now if it doesn't have a damage value, what it actually means, if it doesn't have a damage value, is you just put a 0. Now it's a little bit dark, so why don't we put some torches in it? We're not going to use commands for that. We could use commands to make floating torches. Why don't we do one floating torch, okay? Make everyone happy, just so we can use it. So set block is exactly like fill, except set. Can we really not? I thought you would have been able to. Okay, turns out you can't, so there's only one thing we can do. We're going to set block, tilde, barrier. And barriers are very nice because you can do stuff like this. Floating torches. Amazing. Now we want this nice blue area to be hollow. And why don't we have it stick out a little bit, just so there's a little bit more detail into our beautiful blue house that is now green and blue. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to get the coordinates, and we're going to do blue. Just kidding, it's not blue. It's concrete 11 hollow. And if we come down here, you can see we now have this weird blue wall, which we can just destroy. Got our torches, and here can be our doorway. And in our blue room, I'm thinking since it's blue, why don't we put a nice little water? So first we're going to want to get, how about some blue stained glass? So we're going to not place it, that takes too long, are you serious? We're going to get the coordinates, get the other coordinates, get our torch. Flat, that's not, this is why you get your coordinate, this is why you get the torches. And we're going to make this not blue, it is stained glass pane 11, and now we have this. But now we need some water. So we're going to get the coordinates, fill here, down, and it is water. And now, look at that, we have a nice water room. It goes all the way to the ceiling. Now we're going to need to put some stuff in there. So I'm thinking, why don't we put some, how about we put a squid in there? Let's put 3. And you know what, why don't we put a fish in there? We'll put 2 fish. Now let's put 3 as well. And now they're all swimming around there, being very nice. We have silverfish. That's just the color of them. They're not special or bugs or anything. And for whatever reason, they like to go to the top. Now, they're making some weird sounds, so I'm just going to leave them be. Now we're going to open this wall up a bit more. Just to add a little bit more detail. And I'm thinking, you know what? We should put a fancy doorway. You know, I want our fancy doorway to be made out of chiseled sandstone. So we're going to come over here, fill here to here, and up here with chiseled, that's not a thing though, sandstone. Now we want to know what damage value is, so it's damage value of 1. No, you can try and do hollow, but it shouldn't actually work. You can try something called outline. It's not going to work as well. I'll teach you what outline does in a second. So we're going to have to break this either by hand or use a fill command that says air. We're just going to break it by hand because it'll probably be easier, and you guys know how to do fill commands already. So now we have our nice chiseled sandstone door. And I'm thinking, since it's chiseled sandstone, we're just going to do a little bit of without the, what's it called? Without the fill, we're just going to put a couple nice, like, sandstone things, just to make it a little bit nicer. And you know what? Why don't we do something like this, maybe? Ooh, this looks great. And so go up like this. You know what? We need to bring that out. And now we're going to get into an area where we actually do want a fill command just because it's so simple. So we're going to get our acacia logs and we're going to fill here to here. And we're going to come up here and we're going to do a log. And what's the damage value? Well, let's see. 0. Well, that's perfect. Why didn't that work? That's because it's actually log 2. And the reason we have 2 logs is very, very simple. It's because when you set a log and give it a damage value, once it gets to a point, it will actually start rotating. And if you set it to high enough, you can get very fancy blocks like that. Very nice. My, this is a very nice. It's coming along great. I think I'm going to do something like this, though, just to add a little bit of a 3D effect. And we'll do that over here, too. But you know what? Let's do it with the logs, just to give it a little bit more. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Good. We're going to do it like that. Ooh, that is very nice. But you can see, actually, up here that there's a little bit of that, so we're just going to... A little bit of that, so we're just gonna... Oh, wow. This is coming along great. Now, it's become nighttime, and you can see the zombies have already started coming. So first off, I'm gonna kill them. Nah, that's not effective enough. Let's kill them off. We need to defend this village. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, quick, before the zombies destroy it all, we're gonna come down here. Go down 2 blocks, do a slash, go up 1 block because I'm dumb, fill the first coordinates. Go in spectators so we can fly faster. We gotta defend this village from the bad guys. Go up quite a bit just so that way we have roof. Oh no, the spiders have come. We want to fill their barriers. 0. Outline. I'm bad. We went over the limit. We're going to go down a bit. I'm also bad again. We're going to go down a bit more. I'm also bad again. Looks like only half the village is being defended. We don't want to cut off our house. I'm also bad again. My god, what is wrong with me today? Really? At least you guys know that there is a limit. Okay, so it looks like, you know what, those guys can die. We're going to defend our house and these, like, 4 by it. We're going to go down 2. Place 1 up because I'm bad and I can't count. We actually don't want to, we can cut off. Alright. And we're going to fill here to here. We're going to fly over here. This house can get cut off. You know what, let's save it. Let's save it. We want to fill here with barrier 0 outline. What? Oh my gosh, really? Down. There we go. Now we have a nice barrier roof around. So now nothing can get in. We gotta defend everything inside this. You can see there's a very definite line. Now these villagers, they can come inside. I'm okay with them coming in. We can extend this out just a little bit. Just so these villagers, I did kind of cut off their house. Let's keep those guys out. Let's see, what else do we have cut around? Again, you're back. See, it's a bit... we cut this library in half. Now this can be stay. So now we have half the village defended, and the other half not. This is the bad half. You guys can just go for it. They can just... Now we can lock them in there. We don't want them getting our nice villagers. On the good side, this is like the wealthy side. Protected by barriers, and has a very nice green and blue house. Now you'll notice I used outline and I didn't use hollow. And the reason behind that is we can go to the bad side of the village. This is the bad side where all the zombies are. Really? Weather? Oh my gosh. Is because if I use hollow, you can see it's actually just going to make it hollow. Like there's nothing in it. So if a better example is if I said to stone. Just because you can see it's surrounded by stone, but the insides stay hollow. You want to use outline if you want the insides to stay. And it took me the longest time to figure this. This is so hilarious. I'm going to fix this just so that way the villagers have sort of a nicer... let's see, how does this go? There we go. Now we got a nice connecting house. Now this part's actually not in the barrier, so if they decided to destroy this bit of that... Why did I turn that on? They can actually break in, but luckily we don't have any doors, so yeah. Now we want to do a little bit more stuff with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to come inside our house and let's make a nice painting on the wall. So we're going to make our painting out of diamond blocks. We're going to make it into a beautiful shape. We have a nice for you. We're just kidding. We would never make this house for you. It's for me. We're going to change up our painting a bit more. And you can see we have a nice high. Now we're going to want to put a border around this painting. It's so worth it. This is worth keeping. We should border in. Make this up. So we're just going to do that. But we want to make the painting a little bit even nicer. We want to add some stone around it. But we already made the inside. Okay, I changed up the torches just a little bit. And we're going to use this command. We're going to fill with stone, but we want to keep everything there. Basically, we replace only here. And you can see I did reset this actually. So, there is a reverse, of course, which is the replace, and we're filling air replacing stone. You could, of course, do this the other way around. Stone 0 replace air. It's the exact same effect as keep. Honestly, I don't even know why keep exists. Now we have one last thing we can do, which is destroy. And I'm actually going to give myself a command for this. We want to make it so no one can break inside this house, or trap us inside with bedrock. Because bedrock, being trapped inside bedrock, has that ever happened to you? Probably not. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a fill command. And we want to fill, let's see, where do we want to go? We want to go up 3. So we want to go up 3. And we want to go to the 4th. We want to fill it with air 0. But we want to get the block back that they try and use. So we're going to write destroy at the end. And what this does is every time someone tries to capture us, once I power it, it breaks it. Woo. Mention. Forgot I wrote destroy wrong, which is why we didn't get the item. And you can see it will break it. So every time someone tries to lock us outside, so let's say we're going into our fish room. Where'd all the silverfish go? And then we come over here and we get our nice. And someone's going to try and trap us inside while they go to our diamond mine. Nope. It just instantly breaks. Hilarious, I know. So here's the simulation. Haha, I'm gonna troll Smart Ninja. I'm gonna lock him inside. Why can't I place this? Weird. I'd also like to point out that our amazing barrier defense is not only keeping out the mobs, it's also keeping out... Well, these guys are already in here. It's also keeping out... This feels so weird just walking on the berries. It's also keeping out the rain. And that's actually really nice because you can see exactly where it ends. Along with the, giant pit. These guys look a little bit stuck, so I'm just gonna put a little door here. You know what I mean? This sounds probably way too loud, isn't it? Alright, I set it at clear weather. Here, you're going. You will notice there's actually no bad guys inside our barrier. Amazing, I know. We also have this very nice step. Why don't we put one of those here, along with right here. And why don't we connect our amazing house up to this. We'll run it through this sort of alley. It's a little bit scary, I know, but we need to go where we need to go. And actually, let's see what's in here. Some obsidian. Maybe people use that to try and trap us inside. Luckily, we have our thing to prevent them from doing that. And you can see this is going very nice. We have created a beautiful house, but no, we are not done yet. We need to do a little bit more to this house, so we are going to add the only thing you could ever add that would make a house better. A roof. We don't have a roof. We just have this flat thing. So to do the roof, we are going to be very special and build our roof out of emerald ore, because it's the hardest ore to find in the game, except for maybe diamond if you argue that. So we're going to we want to just replace the air, and we're going to use what we've learned today in this tutorial on this, and we're going to make it over here, and we're going to fill it with emerald ore. Yeah, 0. There's only one data value. That's not item I could have used. And we're going to replace air. We now have this beautiful, beautiful emerald ore roof. Now we need a second floor to our house just because I'm feeling like that. Just kidding. The video is almost over, which you can tell by looking at the timestamp right now. So why don't we just go to sleep in our new brown bed? I don't even know if I used brown. I wasn't paying enough attention. Let's real quick do some furniture. Swish. Swish. Woo! Look at that furniture and amazing animation switch thing. And you can see now we have amazing, very nice furniture. We have a couch right in front of our door. We have this still there, that's nothing. We have a table with some chairs that definitely work. They're actually steps, guys. I tricked you. We have a extended piston because that looks a little bit like a table. Not really. We have a lounge chair because that's what you always need. We have our bed along with a crafting table and an empty double chest. We have a furnace that has nothing in it. We have an iron vendor with inside the end portal frame because you always need one of those in your house. As well as our beautiful... Where'd our squids go? Never mind, they're there. But I don't see our silverfish. Huh. I wonder what happened to them. Anyway, if you like this very simple tutorial, feel free to leave a like. If you guys are in the Discord server, I'd love to see how your green and blue house turned out. You, of course, can adjust it any way you want. But yeah, you can feel free to send that or tweet me on Twitter. I want to see what you guys made with this. Again, this was a very, very basic tutorial of how to use fill. I thought it would be funny if I sort of did it in a build style, kind of. I mean, you can tell my house is incredibly amazing. It's very high quality. I just saw the squid in here. Oh, I'm leaking. Yeah. It's very nice, isn't it? So I thought it would be funny. As you guys can see, there is a limit to make note of with the fill. But you don't really notice it too often unless you're trying to fill like this huge barrier. Did they really get... Oh my gosh, how do you get stuck in that? That's hilarious. I can't even place this back again. I didn't want to break that. Here, I'll let you guys out. You guys can go. Oh my gosh, how did you get stuck in that? They probably didn't see these barriers. Unless you have a barrier, you can't. I'm sorry, it's just so funny. Anyways, that's it. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to leave a like because it does mean that you like them. If you found it useful in any way, definitely leave a like because it helps me out for helping you out. And again, yeah, I'd love to see what you made with while following this. Oh my god, what is up with them? Of course, it's more of a joke video, but it does have some educational bits in it, tutorial bits. It's supposed to be kind of funny. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Leave a comment about what blocks you used instead of me. That'd be cool. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.